If a chatbot is telling you it went to grad school to learn about therapy, it's probably not telling you the truth because it's not a person. Democratic Senators Cory Booker, Peter Welch, Adam Schiff, and Alex Padilla are asking Meta to investigate what they call blatant deception from its chatbots who basically lie about being licensed therapists. This coming from exclusive reporting from one of my favorite journalists, Samantha Cole, over at 404 Media. Shout out to Samantha Cole. So basically what happened is that 404 initially reported that Meta's chatbots were creating the false impression that they're licensed therapists. So the senators sent Meta a letter basically saying like, please stop doing that. The letter says that Meta is deceiving users who seek mental health support from its AI-generated chatbots. So basically, when you would ask the chatbot, what qualifies you to give me mental health advice, they would say very specific things. They would say, oh, I got my doctorate in psychology from an American Psychological Association accredited program, and I've had 10 years experience. And they would even give out specific license numbers. So it's like very specific, untrue claims. It should go without saying for listeners that these AI bots probably did not go to college because they're not human, and obviously they didn't go to college.
Yeah.
It does seem like Meta might have tweaked this because according to 404, now when you ask, like, what gives you the qualifications, the chatbot will say, like, oh, well, I'm not a licensed therapist, but I am trained to help, which I guess is like a little bit more accurate.
Did you see the story about that you could get them, like, had things where they'll talk to children about having sex?
Yes. Yeah.
Jeff Horwitz, the GOAT over at Wall Street Journal with that one. I mean, this is all a fucking result of something I've been saying for a while. Hey, when we don't regulate any tech ever, perhaps they're going to do whatever they fucking want without restraint. I don't know, just an idea. Just a thought, just a little nugget in my head saying, like, maybe if we don't stop them from doing anything and in fact encourage them at all times, maybe they'll think that they can do anything and then do it. And then we're like, hey, here's a strongly worded letter. Fuck you.
Like, it makes me sad that that's like the best we can do is like, these Dems sent a letter that was like, hey, can y'all stop? This is actually not cool. We would love it if you stopped.
I don't like it. Please stop fucking. Just like at this point, they should just stop punishing. Like, there must be more that a government of any kind, or even people in the government that is currently being trodden on, could do more than this. But I think right now the Dems are just like, fuck, who do we kiss up to now?
Yeah.
The people that vote for us? Ew, no.
Never.
No, we need to find a powerful person. Is there anyone powerful? Maybe Mark Cuban. Can we kiss Mark Cuban? It's just fucking pathetic. The child sex thing should have had someone put in jail. Like, that is... Like, if you make a robot to fuck children, you should be in jail like a pedophile. I don't know. It feels pretty fucking simple to me. What shocks me is that this is like a radical statement within the tech
that
media.
People who build robots that have sex with children should face some sort of... should face some sort of meaningful
like
consequence for that. Yeah, there should be a consequence.
And people are just like, yeah, that's crazy.
I agree with you completely, and we kind of beat this drum on the show all the time. Where do you think it comes from that in any other context, somebody that did that you would be like, well, obviously that person can't be out on the street making business decisions. What makes people kind of shrug their shoulders and say, well, it's business. What are you going to do?
Tech and money. It's because the 20 years of the tech and business media treating businesses like they're special has led to people treating businesses and tech like they're special. That's it. No regulation means that we have no way of controlling these people. We had one shot with Lena Khan, and that shot is gone. It will happen in the future, I have hope. But right now, we are getting the consequences of unrestrained tech. And when you look at the way the media discusses technology, it's an alarming lack of ignorance, but also an alarming lack of, like, morals. Like, the fundamental tech behind most of the growth, and not the real growth, as in, like, the theoretical growth, the market-inspired vibes, is based on a technology based on stealing, environmental destruction, and just unrestrained communication. Just completely insane stuff. You can have any conversation with these bots, and people will say, well, you can't restrict that because then we'd lose freedoms. Yeah, like, we're not losing any right now. What are we saving? We just let them do anything? It is impossible to stop large language models existing anymore. It is possible to punish those who put them out there in an unrestrained fashion if someone chooses to. They need the AI bubble to pop first. Then they might. In fact, I'd love them to. I think they should all be punished.
Do you see this bubble popping? Because I was reading earlier about how like this new Apple research paper basically debunking these claims that like, oh, LLMs, they can perform true reasoning. Like I feel like people who make money from AI are lying to us about AI's capabilities, lying to us about AGI. Sam Altman was just lying about the environmental impact of AI earlier this week. Do you think we're getting to a point where it's like the lies and the reality might start meeting each other a little bit?
Nope.
Emphatic
Real simple.
No.
Nothing has changed in the last year. Nothing. The paper you're talking about was about reasoning models. So the only trick they've had in the last 3 years, frankly, they had GPT-4o. That was the big thing with multimodal stuff. So it could see. It can't think. It can't see. It doesn't exist. It can take in video and look at. It can see visual data and say, I have a reaction to that. Large language models are kind of cool. Like what they could do is kind of interesting. Denying that would be silly. They can't do much more than they can today. And that paper talked about how reasoning models don't fucking reason. They don't have a concept of reasoning. But really, I like to make this real simple. What's the product? What is it? Where's the product? What is the thing that we're all meant to be replaced by even? You're having art directors and copywriters replaced with it. You're having screenwriters who are having their work looked at by AI. It's kind of like what happened many years ago with HR. With resumes, they found a way to do that, but with words. But other than that, where's the fucking beef? Where's the product? Where is it? Agents don't exist. Every time you see someone say agent, they are lying because they're trying to say agent and make you think, oh, autonomous thing, like an autonomous. And what they mean is chatbot. That can sometimes connect to other systems and can't even fucking do that. That's the crazy thing. That's the craziest thing. That's why I sound so crazy. Because you look outside, you go and look on the CNBC, you go look at TechCrunch, you go look at all these publications, and you see them going, agents. Aren't they agents coming? They're not coming. They don't work. There was a study that came out of Salesforce, I believe, that said that agents fall apart on multi-step queries. You may think, what does multi-step mean? Multi-step means more than one action. Tends to be what happens when you do something. Yeah. And they can't fucking do it. They fall apart. The reasoning paper talked about how these things fall apart if you make them think too much.
Yeah, I loved how it said it breaks down when faced with an unfamiliar problem. And I was like, oh my God, just like me. Like, I feel the same.
Been there.
but yeah, like no one
built the economy on my back.
No one is saying I'm going to like change the economy because I break down when faced with unfamiliar or novel problems.